Hello, we're Nerds on the Couch. I'm Chino.
I'm Renee. Can you believe we are just 5 days away from the Sun City Sci Fi Con?
Well, not to contradict you, but we're 5 days, 10 hours, 3 minutes, and 11 seconds from the Sun City Sci Fi.
Thank you, my anal retention friend. But
now we're down to 3 seconds.
So in case you're wondering, we are keeping a countdown, okay? We are keeping tabs. We are very excited to be going to the Sun City Sci-Fi Con. El Paso really doesn't get that much sci-fi, conventions and all this. We're barely starting to do it. We're barely starting. And, and I'm so glad we're doing it because this area is actually very big with a lot of people who want to go see this stuff. And, going to San Diego Comic-Con is like the mecca for us nerds, okay? We all want to be there. It's on my bucket list to be there. And I just want to be there every year, but unfortunately we just keep missing out on tickets and all that. And yeah, there's other big shows, but
then they don't make it easy to get tickets too. I mean, that's kind of, well, that's another complaint for another time.
Yeah, but El Paso is a big city, and we are in a major area connected with other towns, parts of Mexico, parts of New Mexico. And so bringing attention here, it is great. It is great that we're finally attracting conventions. And I'm so glad. Hopefully we're going to be having more of these.
Well, that depends on you guys, okay?
Yeah.
You have to go. You have to tell them you want more sci-fi. If you want more sci-fi coming here, you got to participate. You got to buy tickets. You got to go. You got to tell them you want more sci-fi.
Yeah, because this is the first annual, okay? So hopefully, again, we're going to have the second annual, the third annual. And every year that it's successful means that they're going to get bigger and bigger. Tickets for the Sun City Sci-Fi Con will be Saturday, April 27th. They're going to be $20. Sunday, April 28th, $20. The 3-day weekend pass is going to be $35. Preview night is going to be on Friday, the 26th. You cannot go to preview night unless you have the weekend pass. And there's going to be tons of great vendors. There's going to be tons of sci-fi stuff. I'm a big toy collector. In El Paso, we have a couple of great places to shop for collectors markets and all that. But we're barely getting there. We're barely getting there. And these sci-fi cons are great to do some collector shopping. I'm an autograph hunter, and I love collecting autographs. Personally, I love to meet the guests and all that, but sometimes we got to get them, I regret that the last Sci-Fi Con we had the Avengers. Remember they had the Avengers one with Robert Downey Jr., Chris Pine, and all those guys? And I saw it on a nice, beautiful poster, and I did not have $3,000 to spend. I wish I did, because you would see it behind here. I would cover up this window and put that poster up. But sadly, I'm just hoping to get a couple of decent autographs.
Well, it was a choice between getting the poster and staying married. I don't think you could do both. So hey, you gotta pick. You gotta pick and choose your battles on that one. Sci-fi guys. If you want to talk to somebody with sci-fi, perfect place, Sun City Sci-Fi. There's fans out there that like sci-fi. It doesn't look like we in El Paso, but trust me, we're out there. You can meet some of them at Sun City Sci-Fi.
Well, let me ask you, man. What do you plan? Well, what are you looking forward to the convention?
Meeting things and discussing things. For me, the best thing about any Sun City, any con, for me, any con is the company and the cool things you get to see that you're not gonna find usually in El Paso. With a sci-fi con as we're having, there's gonna be tons of stuff you're not gonna normally see in El Paso. That's kind of the drawback about where we live. There's a whole market of stuff out there we don't usually get,
Well, we're in Hollywood and all that.
Okay, but we're not. We're here, and there's things we're not, we're only going to see in a sci-fi con, Celebrities, there's certain celebrities that'd be interesting to meet and ask them, hey, how was the acting gig, how was the show?
Well, I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. We've had our fair share of cons, and we've spoken to celebrities, left and right. And, I don't want to insult some celebrities, but, some have been great, some haven't been great, and all this. But I'll tell you, one guy that I know we've met that we're looking forward to, he has been a super nice guy. He gives us tons of Star Wars information, and man, we're going to be picking his brains, because we're going to be there with the cameras. We're going to bring the show to you. But we are going to be talking to Peter Mayhew. And, if you don't know Peter Mayhew, you should, because he played Chewbacca on the Star Wars series, okay? You saw him in episode 4, 5, and 6. Come on, you love Chewbacca, and of course he came back for episode, I said it right, 4, 5, and 6?
Yeah, I'm just talking...
A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Well, the character came out in the...
Chewbacca came out in all those 3.
Yeah, no, but in the new ones, he came out in one of the
and
new
I was
ones.
heading
the character.
I was heading there, and he came out, of course, in the final one of the new trilogy.
Right,
yeah, he came in Revenge of the Sith, played Chewbacca, and of course now we got to ask him about Episode 7, and hopefully, he might have said that he signed on board.
Hopefully, well, hey, I liked them in Attack of the Clones, man. We had Chewbacca in Attack of the Clones. I thought that was good. I'm a Chewbacca fan. Yeah. I was Chewbacca for Halloween. Okay.
Yeah, and they motion captured him for the Clone Wars episode, to show how he would act and all that. Added guest. They added this guest recently. Dana Snyder. He's a stand-up comedian. Okay, funny guy. Does the stand-up circuit. But again, for you nerds who watch Adult Swim, who is he?
Master Shake.
Master Shake in Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. God.
Yeah. And
if you've seen the show, you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's kind of
Master Shake.
Yeah. Again, funny show. And, of course, Power Ranger fans, you're going to meet one of the originals. David Yost was there. He was the Blue Ranger. I'm a retro fan. I grew up on that show, so again, I'm looking forward to
meeting I like the Power Rangers.
Meeting him. Tony Amendola, who again has done tons of sci-fi shows. You know him from Stargate SG-1. Yeah,
that's where we're going to know most from, though.
Yeah, but kind of a side thing to me. He was the bad guy in Mask of Zorro with Antonio Banderas, and so again, I kind of want to ask him some stuff about that. And again, Tom Kane, voice actor, has done tons of animated work and all this, but he is Yoda from Clone Wars. And of course, we got questions to ask him.
Like the future. There's a lot of mystery behind the shows. The show's officially gone. They've never officially said it was gone, but it's gone. They're not making more episodes, or are they? From what research you've done.
Well, again, if you go on YouTube and all that, there's clips. They have worked on a couple of episodes after that, so I think it kind of threw them off about it. So, of course, we're going to be drilling him. Hopefully, we're going to be getting some video interviews with him. Then there's Aaron Douglas from Battlestar Galactica, the new series. He played Chief Galen Tyrell, and he's doing tons of sci-fi work.
Very recently, he's come out in the Hemlock Grove. That's original sci-fi series, series for Netflix.
Yes, and then of course Marina Sirtis, Counselor Troy on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Star Trek Voyager. She was in a couple of episodes. Star Trek Enterprise. She was in one of those episodes too.
No, actually, she was in the final episode.
In the final episode, and the voice of Demona in Gargoyles, which I loved. Gargoyles. Gargoyles was great.
Yeah, and she's done some recent work and all that, but still, it's one of the classic actresses we want to meet. Hopefully, again, we're going to do some panels and all that. We look forward to meeting her.
Joseph Gott. Gott, right? Yeah. I might be mispronouncing his name, but Joseph Gott played a nice giant in Thor. He was also Kratos in God of War.
In the commercials.
Yeah,
for the PlayStation. And the big mystery right now, because you believe that we're only 5 weeks away from Star Trek Enter Darkness.
Enter Darkness, yeah.
So, and he's going to play a villain. We don't know who. He's not the villain, but he's going to play a villain.
A villain in this everything.
Yeah. I have a gut feeling he might be a Klingon.
Think so?
Yeah, because they said that Klingons are coming out in this.
God, for all we know, he's Khan Union Sea.
Yeah, it could be.
We don't know. That'd be interesting. We don't know.
And then, of course, there's Larry Nemec, who, again, not many people know, but he is also a Star Trek author, editor, archivist, interviews, producers. He's done tons of Star Trek documentaries and all that. And of course, he's going to be giving us tons of good Star Trek stories, info, background information and all that. We look forward to meeting him. And then, of course, there's Herb Jefferson Jr., who played Boomer in the original 80s Battlestar Galactica, and he's done tons of work. He's done tons of stuff. So, and I'm sure he's got great stories to tell and all that. So we're going to be discussing all this. Hopefully, again, we're going to have our cameras there. We're going to be talking to some of these actors. And if you're interested, okay, you can always get tickets online at suncitysci-fi.com. You go onto the tickets category, and again, you can order your tickets online. If you're in the El Paso area, you can go to Asylum Comics and Cards. You can go to Chicho's, which is, again, retail store, La Adelita gift shop, and Daxie's Boy Toys, which is, again, is a great collection. It's a great shop for all your action figure toy collecting needs. And, of course, where's this going to be at?
Marriott Hotel and Resorts.
If you're interested, you can call them up. They got some rooms left, but again, there's a big buzz about it. Rooms are filling up fast. And El Paso has tons of hotels and all that you can stay at if you're coming in from out of town. But great time. You're going to have fun, guaranteed. And so next week, we're going to see you at the Sun City Sci Fi Con. See you there.